everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maura and I'm a physical therapist and certified yoga teacher. Today I'll be sharing a chair Vinyasa flow practice. This is a great option to use if you're taking a break during your workday or if you're just looking for a light practice today. This practice will be entirely seated, but for safety purposes, please make sure that you are using a chair without wheels, and if you'd like, you can back it up to a wall for a little bit of extra security. You can also place a yoga mat in front of your chair to provide some extra traction for your feet because we will be moving around on the chair and extending our arms and legs for different poses. I also recommend, if you have some blocks, to have them nearby because they can serve as a raised surface as we move off of the chair for certain poses. As always, please make sure that it is safe for you to be practicing yoga and that you are always listening to your body. You're welcome to skip anything or substitute anything that just doesn't work for you. I'll link what I'm using in the description box below. Definitely check out the description box below for some other helpful resources and injury prevention content. So let's get started with some deep breathing in our mountain pose. Similar to a standing mountain pose, we want the feet to be grounded. You want to feel a grounding sensation through the hips and the pelvis and lifting up your posture nice and tall as if someone's pulling you from a string up through the crown of your head. You can place your hands on your thighs, or if you'd like to make this a little bit more active, turning the palms forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and just taking stock of how your body is feeling today. Start to take some deep inhales and then slowly lengthen your exhales. Float your eyes open if you had them closed, and we're going to inhale the left arm up, coming into a side bend. Now you can keep your hand on the chair, or you can place a block next to your chair to extend the range of motion that you have to work with. Any of these options are perfectly fine. It all depends on what feels good for you. Inhale your way back up using your strength in your core. Don't forget, just because we're sitting, we can still use muscle strength, and exhale the left hand down to any of those options as you come into seated side bend. So keep that hip grounded, keep your muscles active, keep your connection to your breathing. Inhale back up, pulling yourself back up with your strength. And then exhale, take a twist toward the right side, maybe holding on to the back of the chair and your knee, keeping that posture upright. Unwind your twist, inhaling back through center and exhaling towards the left side. Slowly unwind your twist, coming into some seated cat and cow. If you'd like to bring your arms out as you extend and gently look up for cow, you can do that, or you're welcome to keep the hands clasped behind the head, whatever works for you today. And then as you exhale, round and close the front of the body. So inhale and open, and exhale and close. And just go through a few rounds of this at your own pace. Last one. And meet back in mountain. And we're going to take a chair flow, similar to a vinyasa on the mat, but just adapted a little bit differently. So this will be our vinyasa flow in between segments in the practice. We're going to inhale the arms up, and then exhale, forward fold, bringing the hands down to the mat or a block. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then roll up, pressing through the feet, using strength, bringing the hands back up, and then releasing them into your mountain. Slide forward to the front of your chair and turn toward the left side. You might need to slide toward the top corner a little bit more, coming into a lunge, a seated lunge. So my left foot is going to stay planted on the floor, and my right leg is going to drop down on the front of the chair, and I'm just on the back toe here. So we have like a 90-90 angle going on here. And then we're going to inhale the arms up. You can make this more active by pressing the feet into the floor, almost as if you're going to lift yourself up, but you're not really going to stand up. And exhale, turn toward the back of the chair. You can even grab a hold of the chair to twist you a little bit further, and we'll stay here for a few deep breaths. Gently unwind your twist. Turn your body, and we're going to turn all the way around and repeat that on the other side. So now the right leg is forward and the left leg is dropping back 90-90. Press actively into the legs and inhale. Someone's still pulling you nice and tall, lifting through the crown of the head and connecting to your breath. Exhale, coming into that twist, turning toward the back of the chair. Keep the alignment of the legs in mind as you twist, and only go as far as your body wants to let you go comfortably. Gently unwind that twist, bring yourself back to facing forward, and we'll go through our vinyasa flow again. Inhaling up, exhaling, hands to the mat or blocks. Halfway lift, release and fold again. And press through the feet, lift back up all the way, reaching overhead, and exhale to mountain. Coming into warrior two, bring the left leg. It's almost the same position that we were in before, but The back leg is going to extend out this time, and the foot can slightly turn in. Try and keep the sole of the foot on the mat. And then again, actively pressing through the feet, engaging the thigh muscles. Lift up to warrior two. It's a little bit different than if we were standing because the chair is in the way, but you can still get a lot of the same benefits from the pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bringing the elbow to the knee or the hand to a block, extended side angle. Inhale, back up through warrior two. Release your arms, grab a hold of your chair and slide that leg in. And we're going to take the front leg, cross it over for seated pigeon. Now you can do this any way you like. You can stay here, you can fold forward, you can put your blocks in front and have something to support you. All of these options are fine. Rolling up, pressing up through the feet. Uncross the legs and we'll take a flow. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round the spine. Press into the feet. Use your muscles to lift you up. Inhaling, reaching overhead. And exhale, mountain. And let's do that sequence on the right side. I'm going to shift over to the right and forward a little bit, bringing that right leg out to that 90-degree angle, and then extending my opposite leg back for chair warrior two, and keeping the foot flat on the ground if you can, and maybe turning the toes slightly in, but it's all dependent on what feels good for you. So once you're here nice and steady, push gently into the floor to activate your thighs. Reach up, come into your arms, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maybe holding onto the chair here to get a little bit further in extension. Exhale, bring the elbow down to the forearm or reach down for your block. Extended side angle. Gazing wherever is comfortable for you. Inhaling back up through warrior two. Bring your arms to the chair, slide your left leg in, take your right leg, your front thigh, and cross the ankle over the knee, and take any variation of seated pigeon that you'd like. Lifting back up, uncross the legs, and we'll take one last flow before we end our practice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. halfway lift, release, roll up, inhaling overhead, and exhaling to mountain. Let's come into a wide-legged forward fold, still at the edge of your chair. Move your legs out to wherever is comfortable. And then we're going to fold down, hinging at the hips, reaching for the floor or a block, opening the hips a little bit more. Slowly roll back up. Bring the knees together. Extend the right leg out for seated half splits. So again, blocks are a great option here. Stretching the hamstring of the right leg. Sit up nice and tall, hinging from the hips. You might need to scooch forward a little bit more. And then bring your hands to the blocks. Press yourself up, pressing into the opposite leg, and switch legs, sitting up nice and tall, hinging from the hips, bringing the hands down to the blocks for seated half splits. Roll your way up, pressing into the opposite leg. Bring the legs together. Sit back nice and tall in your chair, and we'll take one last deep breath to close our gentle chair practice today. Inhaling, arms overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this gentle chair practice today. If you'd like to check out some of my other gentle yoga practices, then check out this playlist right here, and don't forget to subscribe so that we can practice together again soon. See you next time.